evening, yogins. My name is Amanda Shepherd. Welcome to Play Along Practice. If you're interested in keeping up to date when these practices are, please subscribe to this channel and it will let you know. Generally, these run to be about a level 2+, 2-3 Hatha flow kind of classes. I'm happy to see you here. Thanks for playing along. Tonight we're going to start in a comfortable seat. Props I like to have are, I like to have a blanket to sit on. I've got a couple blocks and a strap, and they're generally my go-to props. If you don't have those things, you can use books for blocks or a necktie for a strap, something like that, or a belt or something. Sits bones ground, crown of head to sky. Allow yourself to be nice and easy. Tonight this is a sunset practice, so I might take a moment to inhale some of the gifts that have already happened today, and maybe exhale some of the stress that has already happened today. Maybe take a moment to think about how those moments of stress that you had today can become a space of gratitude. I did teach you something about your reaction, or when you took a step back. There's a lesson or a space to find ease. Take a couple more breaths here, breathing in and out through the nose. With your inhale, absorb the left ribs in and reach that right arm out to the right. And just let your left arm reach up towards the sky. My favorite beginning stretches. And then try to lengthen out the right side waist too. We'll come back up through center and just take that same stretch to the other side. Really feeling the side waist get nice and long. Come back through center. Take chest expansion, arms breathing here. And take that with the opposite index finger on top. You're always welcome to use a strap if you can't get the elbows straight. And then you can let your hands come wider. As I exhale, I'm just nice and simple. I'm going to switch the feet. Very easy, don't overthink it. Left arm's going to glide out, right arm's going to reach up and over. Lean back. Keep your right sit bones grounded. Coming back through center and take that the other way. Good. Coming back through center. And take the blanket out from underneath me. See if I can find any variation of Vivasana pose that feels good. Doesn't have to be toe lock. It can even be feet on the floor, right, and hands behind you is totally fine. Draw your low back in, reach the sternum towards the sky. Let your shoulders relax. If you prefer, you can have a strap on that right foot. And then as I exhale, I'm going to reach the left leg long, scoop the belly, and just keep hold of that right leg as I come down. Breathe into the left side belly. Externally rotate those right toes. Supta Asta Padangustasana B. Reclined, hand to big toe pose. Exhale back through center. Reach up with that left arm, reach that right arm out to the side. And take it into the twist. Reach that right hip towards your left heel. Keep the legs engaged. And try to square your chest to the sky. Look at your fingertips on the right hand if you want. Try to keep your clasp as you come back through center. I'm going to refine my toe lock. Exhale. Bring the toes overhead. Inhale. Navasana. Draw your low back in and up. Really extend the spine. Soften the shoulders. Breathing here. I'm going to keep hold of that left foot. Reach the right leg long. And roll on down. Just getting a little stretch into the body before we start. Turn the toes out. Reach that leg out to the side. Supta Asta Padangustasana B. Breathing here back through center. Switch the clasp. Draw that left hip towards your right heel. Let your chest square to the sky. Breathing here. Keep that belly in. Come on back through center. Refine your toe lock. Let's reach those legs out a little wide. Exhale, toes overhead. Inhale up, Navasana, breathing here. And this time as I exhale, I'm going to reach that right leg forward and just step that left foot over. Coming into Ardha Matsyendrasana. Right elbow to the outside of that left knee. Sit up as tall as you can. Try not to get schlumpy. Make a long spine and imagine your waist is drawing in a little bit. Lift up from that perineal floor, finding those bandhas, Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha, draw your belly in. Exhale, a little counter stretch. I'm just going to let the right leg come out a little bit, left leg's on top, and I'm going to come into Garudasana Legs. If you prefer double pigeon or Sukhasana, do that. And breathe here. Reaching that left arm out to the left, sneak that arm up the back of the body. Right arm reaches up to the sky. Maybe you find a clasp, maybe you don't. I actually do not have a clasp here. Keep the back of your head nice and long. And as I exhale, I'm going to come forward a little bit. Try to keep the spine long. Good. Inhale, lift on up. Unwind. Reach those hands forward. That wide leg, Navasana. Let the left heel come down, right leg steps across, fold that left leg back if that's interesting. Ardha Matsyendrasana, half Lord of the Fishes pose, nice twist. Any arm variations you like. Notice if the spine is rounding, right? It's very natural to us, or very easy. We tend to draw into that. See if you can sit tall. Allow yourself to rotate. Look over the right shoulder. Look over the left shoulder. Little counter stretch. Stack that right knee on top of the left. Garudasana Legs. Breathing here. You're going to reach that right arm out to the side. Turn the thumb down. Sneak that arm up the bottom. Pat yourself in the back with your left hand. Breathing here. Feet are flexed. Come on forward. Lift on up. Do yourself a little bit of a shimmy. One more time, Navasana. Any variation? This time it's rock and roll to Uttanasana. Drawing all the way back. Inhale forward. You can use your hands if you need to. Fold in Uttanasana. Pretty similar shape to the Navasana Uttola. Breathing here. Maybe bring some weight towards the ball of your foot. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. And this time, all the way up to stand. Urdhva-stasana. Exhale, Samasthihi. Coming to the top of your mat. Reach those arms. Let your feet come hip distance. Find that nice lateral stretch. You're going to breathe here. Exhale back through center. Same thing with the left arm. Come on back. Reach your hands to the side. Take your hands and lengthen the skin of your buttocks down. Very gentle, not a big deal. Little heart opening. And then as you exhale, fold in. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. As you exhale, step that right foot to the back of the mat. Plant your right hand, open up to a simple twist. Notice what you're doing with the chest. Lean back, let the spine get long. And as you exhale, bring that right knee down, reach that left arm behind you. See if you can bend the knee, kick the foot into the hand. Exhale, take the hand to the top of the foot. Draw the heel towards your outer hip. Breathing here. I'm going to take both hands to the inside as I heel toe that left foot out and set myself up for Uttana Prasthasana, lizard pose. Lift the back leg. So you're going to draw your quadriceps up. Reach back with your heel. Maybe come onto the outside edge of that left foot. And once again, reach around. Lean back. Heel towards the outer hip. Kick the foot into the hand, full heart opening. And as you exhale, tuck the right toes. You're going to step the left foot back, plank pose, breathing here. Push drum and round, pull the hands and feet towards each other. Exhale, knees, chest, chin, Ashtanga Namaskar. Glide through Bhujangasana, Baby Cobra. Find your Sphinx. One of my favorite back bends. I love this one. Back bends are very difficult for me. So I always think about the front of the body more than the back of the body. And I'm more interested in lengthening that and keeping my belly button in and up. Exhale, come on down. Reach that right arm out to the right. Left arm's your leverage. Roll onto the right side. Bring that left foot to the floor behind you. Take it to the other side. Reach that left arm out to the side. Breathing here. Come back to center. Some of you cobra, some of you upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Pedal out the feet, whatever feels right for you. Find your pose. Maybe it's your first one of the day. It's definitely mine. I'm going to reach that right leg behind me, come onto the ball of the left foot, and just step that right foot up nice and straight leg as far as it will go. I'm going to lift the left leg, come onto the ball of the right foot. I'm just going to plug the right leg bone into the socket and see what happens, bringing the feet forward. Keep your arms straight. Come on up to the front of the mat. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Hands out to the side, do your wrist circles. Urdhvastasana, exhale, Samastihi. Jump or step the feet hip distance. Tailbones long, lift your ribs off the waist. Open the heart. Roll it up, ribs, chest, shoulders. Folding in. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, you're going to step the left foot to the back of the mat. Bring your left arm down, reach that right arm to sky. Simple twist. Try to lean back. Draw the left ribs towards that right inner thigh. And as you exhale, let that right knee come down. Reach for the back foot. Kick that foot into the hand. Take the hand to the top of the foot. Draw the heel in. Now as I exhale, bring my hands to the inside. Step that right foot out a little bit. Find Mayutana Prasthasana, lizard pose. I like forearms. It doesn't mean that you do. Have your hands where it makes sense. Left knee's going to come down. You're going to reach back for that foot one more time. Bending your quadriceps, kicking that foot into the hands. As you exhale, step it back. Plank pose. Breathing here. Push stone and round. High plank. Regular plank. High plank. Regular plank. Chaturanga Dandasana. All the way to the earth. Tops of the feet to the floor. Keep that tailbone long, belly lifting. Fingers come out to the side this time. Inhale, lengthens, cobra variation. Exhale, come on down. You can bring your feet a little wider if it's more comfortable for your low back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, come down. A couple more times and then we'll hold. Exhale, come on down. Hands by your ribs. Cobra or Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Find your pose. Think about when you're in a class with a natural class with a teacher, what do they usually tell you to adjust, or how do they usually adjust you? Right, for me, I get my sacrum drawn back most of the time. A lot of times, very bendy people need to draw their ribs in and then lengthen their sternum. Some people need to pay a lot of attention to their hands, making sure the fingers are wide. There's lots of energy underneath the index and thumb. Thumbs are easy. Reach that left leg back. Come onto the ball of your right foot. And as you exhale, keep the left leg straight. Step it up as far as it will go. It won't be very far. Shoulders over the wrists and bring those feet forward. However you like to do it. Try to keep your arms straight. And take it to the front of the mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Reach those arms out to your circles, Urdhvastasana. Exhale, Samastihi. Separate your feet hip distance. Fingers to the hip points, lift them up. Lift your ribs up. Draw your shoulder blades in and up. Draw your belly button in and up. Push down with your feet, roll it up, ribs, chest, shoulders. Exhale, dive. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, plant your palms, Chaturanga Dandasana. We're stepping back to plank. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Three breaths here. Lift the heels. Bend the knees. Keep the arms straight as you bring those feet forward. Set your drishti. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Protect those wrist joints as you come up, Urdhva-stasana. Exhale, Samasthihi. Last Surya Namaskar A. Opening the heart. Exhale, dive. Inhale. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. 3 breaths. Can you hug the leg muscles to the bone? Lift your kneecaps. Bring those feet forward, your favorite way. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Reach those arms out to your circles. Urdhva-stasana. Exhale, Samasthihi. Sink the hips as you bend the knees, Utkatasana. Take your right hand to your low back. Reach your left arm forward. Nice deep inhale. As you exhale, imagine someone's pulling your wrist. And sneak that elbow across. Stack the right knuckles on top of the left. Lengthen your sternum towards the short edge of your mat. Lean back with your right shoulder blade, with your entire upper torso. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. I'm going to plant my palms. I'm going to step the right foot back and lift the left knee. I'm just going to keep pushing my hands into the floor. Coming on to my right foot and just plugging that leg bone in. One more time. Breathing here. Nice straight arms. You feel steady. Try and drop your gaze. And flex your feet. Half pike. Reach that chest forward. Chaturanga Dandasana. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Turn the left toes out. Step the right foot up. Inhaling. Virabhadrasana 1. Take your hands to your low back. Lengthen that down. All right, so this is all toned and taut. Reach up. You're going to use your elbows out to the side. Open the heart. And as you exhale, come on forward. Virabhadrasana 3. Hands to your heart center. Left fingertips to floor. Reach that right leg back. Parvrata Ardha Chandrasana. Maybe grab the back foot. And then as you exhale, step it back. Virabhadrasana 2. Breathing here. Reverse warrior. Utthita Trikonasana. Left arm to sky. Drop those ribs. Let the side waist get long. Reach that left arm overhead. Reach that right arm, maybe. And then as you exhale, frame that front foot. You're going to pivot the back heel. Come onto your fingertips. Let the left knee come down. Reach those toes away. So you're in low lunge legs. Take the hands to the thigh. Breathe into the back of the body. Sink those hips. Reaching up. Let your shoulder blades lift the heart. Maybe bring the palms together. Reach out with your index fingers. Anjaneyasana doesn't need to be your maximum. Elbows open, fingertips towards the floor. And as you exhale, Ardha Hanumanasana. Breathing here. Bring that right foot down. And tuck the toes. And take it through your vinyasa. Exhale, down dog. Turn the right toes out. Step that left foot up. Virabhadrasana 1. Make sure you're nice and long in that lower torso. Open the heart. As you exhale, Virabhadrasana 3. Right arm under the shoulder, reach back with your left arm. You're in Parvrita Ardha Chandrasana variation. Bend your right knee, kick that foot into the hands. And as you exhale, nice and light, float it back. Virabhadrasana 2. Reverse warrior. Root into the right leg, straighten the left. Utthita Trikonasana. Right arm overhead. Make sure you're grounding down with your feet evenly. Reach that left arm out. And as you exhale, frame that front foot. Ardha Hanumanasana. Half splits. And bring that foot down through vinyasa. Exhale, down dog. Heels. Set yourself up, and when the body's empty of breath, then you bring the feet forward any way you like. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Sink the hips as you bend the knees. Utkatasana. Urdhvastasana. Exhale, Samasthihi. One breath in Tadasana. Inhaling, Utkatasana. Left arm comes behind you. Reach that right arm forward like someone's pulling your wrist. Snuggle that elbow to the outside. Stack your hands. Lean back. Exhale. Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Step the left foot back. Try to keep everything straight. You're just putting energy into the floor, getting that root system, and see if it will let you rise. Right. Breathing here. Slight pike, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Turn the left toes out, step that right foot up. Inhaling, Virabhadrasana 1. Exhaling, open the heart. Reach those arms to sky. And reach that left arm forward. See if you can find a twist. Maybe you pivot the back heel. Try not to fold over that front leg. Lean away from it. Let your left inner ribs touch that right inner thigh. Scoot your right hip back. Exhale. Virabhadrasana 3. Left arm comes down, reach the right arm back. Kick that foot into the hands. Then open it up. Virabhadrasana 2. Reverse warrior. Utthita Trikonasana. Maybe let the right arm reach out. Frame the front foot. Bring that left knee down, reach the toes away. Take the hands to the thigh, you're going to breathe into the back of the body. Scoop your belly. Open the heart. Fingertips reach towards the floor, so you're lengthening the sternum away as you drop the hips down. Then as you exhale, Ardha Hanumanasana. Breathing here. Plant the palms. Take it through a vinyasa. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Right toes turn out, step that left foot up. Inhaling, Virabhadrasana 1. Exhaling, you're going to reach forward. Right elbow to the outside of that left knee. Lean back. Maybe pivot the right heel if you need to. Try to keep the weight even in your feet. Exhale, Virabhadrasana 3. Right hand under the shoulder, reach back with the left arm. Kick the foot into the hand. Open it up, Virabhadrasana 2. Reverse your warrior. Reach it out, Utthita Trikonasana. Right arm up and over. Float that left arm if that's interesting. Exhale, frame the front foot. Low lunge. And take the hands to the thigh, breathe into the back of the body. Sink those hips nice and low. Reach those arms up. Open the heart. I think I forgot this on side 1, so maybe interlace the fingers. Anjaneyasana. Stay a couple breaths here. Or last time around, not side 1. Exhale. Fingertips towards the floor. Then roll over that front leg. Ardha Hanumanasana. Breathing here. Good. Exhale. Plant that foot through your vinyasa. Exhale, down dog. Bring energy towards the back of the body. The more energy you bring towards your heels, the more pressure you take off your wrists. Lift the heels up between the hands, bend the knees. When you're ready, bring your feet forward. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Sink the hips as you bend the knees, Utkatasana. Urdhvasana. Exhale, Samasthihi. Utkatasana. Parvarta Utkatasana. Lean back. Maybe let your left arm come down, reach the right arm up. Exhale, fold in Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, feet to the back of the mat anyway. When you bend your arms, you have more work to do. Keep them straight from the start, a little easier. Through your vinyasa. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Step the right foot up as you fold the left toes out. Virabhadrasana 1. Open the heart. Extend that left arm forward. Find your twist. Parvarta Parsva Konasana. Virabhadrasana 3. Parvarta Ardha Chandrasana. Reach for the back foot. Open it up. Virabhadrasana 2. Reverse warrior. Utthita Trikonasana. This time, just let the right arm extend and just reach that left arm up and over. Good. Exhale. Bring that front foot. Bring that left knee down so you're in that low lunge. Scissor the heel and knee closer together. Coming up. Without feeling this in the low back, Anjaneyasana. Imagine you're connecting the stars with your fingers. Breathing here. Open the heart. Fingertips move towards the floor. Ardha Hanumanasana. Those of you who like full Hanumanasana, you're welcome to add that in, right? Not my favorite. Let the palms through your vinyasa. Whatever that means for you. Right toes turn out, left foot steps up. Garudasana 1. Opening the heart. Reaching that right arm forward. Parvrta, Parsva, Konasana, leaning back. Lengthen all 4 sides of your waist evenly. Exhale, Virabhadrasana 3. Parvrta, Ardha Chandrasana. Add that Chapasana leg. Float it back into Virabhadrasana 2. Reverse warrior. Reach it out. Utthita Trikonasana. Keep reaching like you're offering something. Giving the world some gratitude. You reach out through both your fingers like you're letting go of some stress. And exhale, frame that front foot. Take the legs into low lunge. Right knee comes down. Use a blanket if you need it. Hands to the thigh. Breathing here. Anjaneyasana. How long can you get that low back? Maybe you interlace the fingers. Reach out through those index fingers. Right? Reach for something way beyond yourself. And connect the stars behind you. Open the heart. Fingertips towards the floor. Ardha Hanumanasana. Breathing here. Feels good to move. Through vinyasa. Exhale, downward facing dog. Shake your head yes or no. You can stay here. Bring the forearms down maybe for dolphin. The chest melt towards your thighs. Maybe you like to walk your feet in. Maybe you like to lift your favorite leg. You might even like to see if you can plug standing leg into the socket and find Pincha Mayurasana. And down. Downward facing dog. Bring the feet to the front of the mat. Arms are out straight. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Sink those hips as you bend the knees, Utkatasana. All the way up, Urdhva Sthasana. Exhale, Samasthihi. One breath. Utkatasana. Parvrta Utkatasana. Lean back. Maybe let that right arm come down, left arm up. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Bring your feet to the back of the mat, however you like to do it. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Step that right foot up. Virabhadrasana 1. Open the heart. Find your twist. Opening here. Exhale, Virabhadrasana 3. Drop that left hand, reach back. Open it up, Virabhadrasana 2. Reverse warrior. Utthita Trikonasana. Frame that front foot. And lunge. Finding Anjaneyasana. Maybe let that left arm drop back. Keep reaching that right arm. Exhale. Ardha Hanumanasana. If you like full Hanumanasana, go ahead and take it. I'm going to be here for 5 breaths. Plant that right foot through vinyasa. Exhale, down dog. Right toes turn out, step that left foot out. Inhaling, Virabhadrasana 1. Heart opening. Find your twist, Utthita Parvarta Parsvakonasana. Opening up. Exhale. Virabhadrasana 3. Drop your right arm, reach for the right foot. Open it up, Virabhadrasana 2. Try to get the left leg parallel to the floor. Make sure you're coming straight out of that perineal floor. Reverse warrior. Utthita Trikonasana. Exhale, frame that front foot. Find those low lunge legs. And reach up into your variation of Anjaneyasana. Right? Worry about lengthening the front of the body. Well, don't worry, but focus on that. Then let your right arm maybe find somewhere in the leg. Keep reaching with that left arm. Exhale. Ardha Hanumanasana. Drawing back. Full Hanumanasana if you prefer. Lift the palms. Through vinyasa. Maybe bring the forearms down. Maybe reach your other favorite leg to the sky. And maybe lift up, Pincha Mayurasana. Sometimes I flex my feet and reach the tailbone towards my heels to take a little bit of the banana out. Downward facing dog. And I'm going to bring the shins down and maybe take a child's pose for a moment. Walk the hands over to the right. Nice lateral stretch on that left side. Plant your left hand right in the middle of your mat. Stack the right arm on top. Push down and pull back. Reach your sits bones back. Tone the belly here. And then walk it over to the left. Push with the left hand, pull with right. Bring your hands to the middle, right hand on the bottom, left hand stacks. Pull back. Good, unwind the hands. Come on forward. Let's walk it forward for puppy pose. Hip right over the knee. Keep the belly in. Forehead, tip of the nose down. Some of your chest and chin. Make sure your alignment's there in the hips. If they're too far forward, too far back, you'll notice. Line it up. Hang puppy. Drop your chest. Reach the crown of the head towards the front of the room. Pull back with the triceps. Good. Downward facing dog when you're ready. Heels, exhale, bend the knees. Bring your feet forward. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold. Sink the hips as you bend the knees, Utkatasana. Urdhvastasana, exhale, Samasthi. Having a moment in your Tadasana, just reconnecting to your breath, seeing how that feels. Ease in the body, opening the head space. The space between your eyebrows, relax. Gently open the eyes if they're not. Inhale, reach that left arm up and over, right arm forward. Find your twist. Use the breath to find it. Look back at your left fingertips. Try to keep your gaze focused there. Weight goes in the right foot. Dancing Shiva. Any variation. Drop the head. Inhale, look forward. And reach that left arm up and around. Open it out. Utthita Asta Padangustasana B. Go over the right shoulder. Come back through center to A. Garudasana. Left arm under the right. Breathing here. Good, as you exhale, make it number 4, Funky Utkatasana. Plant your palms. If you have furniture in front of you, you might want to jump back. I'm going to wrap the left toes around the right tricep. Fit the left knee towards my left tricep. Kick my butt, reach it out. Ekapada Galavasana. 3-legged dog, left leg in the sky. Bring the forearms down. Let the chest move towards your thigh. Come onto the tippy toe of that right foot. And plug that leg bone in. Lifting up. Maybe your palms come together. It's okay. Breathing here. Keep the right knee in. Reach that left leg nice and long. Let your head look towards the sky or towards your foot. Whatever feels better. And maybe wrap that right knee around the left Garudasana legs. Exhale. Child's pose. Claw the earth with your palms. Let those, imagine you're like on a, hanging from a bar, right? To really let those armpits get nice and stretchy. through center. And then let's see, can you see the edge of my couch? Yeah, that's in the frame. So I'm gonna scoop the belly in and come prone. If you have a wall, you can do this at a wall. And find my Sphinx pose pretty close to the wall. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reach my arms up and see if I can find like upward facing dog. And ideally, this height's better. I'm gonna get my chest pretty close in. This is way better at a wall, I promise. Reach those hands up and just open the heart. Keep the belly lifted. You might want your feet wider than your hips a little bit here. Scooping in. Some of you can get your chest to whatever it is that you're using. Good. Come on out. Walk it back for downward facing dog. Usually when I do this in my house, I have a brick wall out of the camera frame behind, like around the fireplace. And I usually let my fingers go into the mortar between the brick. It makes a nice stretch where I can get into that armpit. Find downward facing dog. And bring your feet forward anywhere you want. Maybe you're feeling warmed up. We haven't done Bakasana yet, but 2, 3, it's a pretty familiar pose. See if you can slow down and bring the chest through the upper arms as you try to stack the knees on the triceps. You gotta lift your hips. See if the hips don't lift, then you go down. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold. Reach those arms out to the side. Urdhva-stasana. Exhale, Samasthihi. Breathing here. I'm going to reach that right arm up and around and the left arm forward. Taking a nice deep inhale, and as I exhale, I'm going to twist. Someone's grabbing my wrists and reaching them away from each other. I'm going to look back at my right fingertips and keep the weight of my left foot. And then as I exhale, dancing Shiva. Bent knee or straight leg variation. Drop your right hip. Try to keep your gaze towards your right fingertips. Inhale, up. Inhale. You're going to look forward. Reach that right arm up and around. Open out, Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana B, looking over the left shoulder. Exhale, bring it back through center, finding the edge. Garudasana. Right knee over the left, right arm under the left. Breathing here. As you exhale, keep the arms funky, Utkatasana, drawing those hips back. And then planting those palms. I'm going to wrap the right toes around that left arm. I might jump back a little bit because I don't want to touch my couch. I'm going to plant my hands, reach the chest through the arms, kick my butt with my left heel, and reach that leg back. And then just bring that foot down. Ekapada Adho Mukha Svanasana. Allow the forearms to come down. Closing the hip joint, rolling your inner wrist towards the floor. A lot of energy in the palms so they don't lift up. And see if you can lift. Maybe draw that left knee in, reach that right leg long. Let your head go anywhere that you like to play with. I like hollowbacks. And I might wrap that left knee around the right, finding Garudasana Legs. Breathing here. Coming on out, nice and more gently than that, hopefully. Child's pose. You want to release the shoulders from being over your head so much. You can make this child's pose more about releasing the low back and bring the knees closer. And you're going to let your shoulders kind of wrap down. Reach those arms forward. Come on out. One more time. I don't want to use this wall because my photographs are there. But maybe I'll try. Let's see. Pushing my palms into the wall. I'm really trying to kind of like claw the wall. See if I can keep the belly scooping up. And then coming on out. Nice and light. Hunting down dog when you're ready. Lift the heels, exhale, bend the knees. Bring the feet forward any way you want. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold. Reach those arms out to the side, do your circles. Forward Vastasana. Exhale, Samasthiti. You can try that little series one more time. Let me see how I'm doing on time here. 57. Ay, ay, ay. All right. Left arm reaches up and around, right arm forward. Open into your twist. You're going to lean back. Look at your left fingertips. Weights in the right foot. Float that left leg into dancing Shiva. Any variation, your favorite. Look forward. Left arm's going to reach up and around. Open up Uttita Asta Padangusthasana B. Bring it forward to A. Exhale. Garudasana. Breathing here. Keep the arms funky, Utkatasana legs. That's a number 4. Right, left ankle over the right knee. Keep reaching those arms forward. Plant your palms. You can add a headstand in if you want this time. Take your butt with your right heel. Reach that leg back. And then just let the top of the head come down. Maybe open up into a half lotus. Maybe keep your number 4. Then as you exhale, I'm going to reach it back. This is easier if you kick your butt with your right heel, but I'm going to try it with the leg straight. Pushing down. 3-legged dog. Bring the arms down. 3-legged dolphin. And lift up. Draw that right knee and reach that left leg nice and long. Bring the chest through your upper arms. Not the same direction as your feet, the opposite direction. Wrap that right knee around the left. Flying scorpion with Garudasana legs. Exhale. Child's pose, take your time. Walk my hands in. Open this way. Oh, it feels good. Coming up, stand on your shins. Reach the tailbone down, lift the heart. Ustrasana, if you can see where the floor and the wall meet. Keep the hips over the knees. Roll it up, ribs, chest, shoulders. Exhale. Just sit, one hand inside the other. Maybe feeling a difference in your energy from before you started. And forward. Into downward facing dog. Reach the hands into the ground, lift the hips up and back. And bring your feet forward any way that makes you happy. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Reach those arms out and up. Urdhva-stasana. Exhale, Samasthihi. Take a moment in your Tadasana. Feel the foundation of your pose moving around in the feet. Lift the toes, relay them back down. Right arm's going to reach up and around, left arm forward. Nice deep inhale here. Find your twist. Look at your right fingertips. Weight goes in the left foot. And you're going to float that right foot up. Dancing Shiva. Look forward. Utthita Asta Padangusthasana. B. A. Bring the foot forward. Garudasana. Right arm under the left. Breathing here. So firm the outer hips. Wrap those inner thighs towards the floor and really squeeze those legs together. Funky Utkatasana. Keep your arms and fold in. Let your hands come shoulder distance. I'm going to jump back a little bit. Wrapping those right triceps, around the left arm. And then the right shin is fitting into my right armpit. Ekapada Galavasana. Maybe bring the top of the head down. Take it into a headstand. Right, keep your number 4 leg. You can take this into full lotus if you want, but I do that so often, I'm taking a break today. Shoulders away from the ears. Find that pike, scoop your belly in, and see if you can rehook the toes around. Right, set your right leg up. I'm going to push my hands straight down and we'll reach the chest through the arms. Keep reaching back with your left leg. Bring that foot down. 3-legged dolphin pose. Bring those forearms to the floor. Come on up. Maybe just work with Pinchamayurasana. Maybe you like that Hollowback variation. You're going to wrap that left leg around the right. Garudasana legs. In through. Check out the stars. Yeah. And come on out nice and light. Child's pose. Find an equanimity in your breath. one hand inside of the other. Just sit quiet. You could always sit with a block or something underneath your sits bones. Plant your palms. I'm just going to bring the feet through. So I'm just going to draw the knees into the chest. Feel how long you get when you, how much further away from the floor you get when you straighten your arms. All right, keep that. Navasana. Let's revisit. Sitting up nice and tall. Lengthen the spine as much as you can. Dandasana. I'm going to scooch up on my mat a little bit. And as I exhale, I'm going to roll it out one vertebra at a time. Setting up for some back bends. I don't want to take too long because I want to leave a little time for some pranayama. Ankles underneath the knee. Bridge pose. Keep the chin lifted. Exhale, roll it out one vertebra at a time. Couple of recovery breaths. Lifting it up. Rolling one to the other shoulder under first, maybe. Keep the chin lifted. Exhale, roll it up. If you want, or if you've done your asana, I'm going to line the heels of my hands up with my ears, outer shoulder distance. My fingers face out a little bit. Find my bridge legs. I'm going to come to the top of my head. Draw my elbows in, move my hair so I don't pull it. Draw my elbows in, lift my heels, and straighten arms and legs together. And then bring the heels down. Push your feet into the floor. Come on down whenever you're ready. Breathing here. Couple recovery breaths. Those of you who really love back bends, of course, take any variations you want. Been on your forearms a lot if you want Viparita Dandasana. That's a one you're pretty well prepped for. bridge legs. Setting up the upper body. All right, plug those arm bones into the socket. Try to get the shoulders right over the wrists. Come on out. Couple recovery breaths. Last one, maybe. Let yourself move in with ease. I think my outfit untied like it did last time, and I fell out of it. All right, you stay. Okay. Adjust your outfit if you need to. A little more time, I might take the Garudasana, but I'm being a little lazy today. Drop your knees to the right, nice and easy. Drop the knees to the left. Maybe one more time with the windshield wiper knees. Back through center. I'm going to bring the right knee over the left. Bring the hips to the right, knees to the left. And square the chest towards the sky. And keep an easy twist like this. If you want to take Supta Ardha Matsyendrasana, full, you can find that bind. Draw the right hip away. Keep the right shoulder blade in the floor. And come on out. Left knee over right. Bring the hips to the left. Knees to the right. Square the chest towards the sky. Coming into sunset. Had some really pretty phenomena recently at night. Here where I live in Southern California, we've had bioluminescence in the ocean. Not the last couple days, but last week for sure. And the skies were really bright. You could see several planets, and it's dark because the moon was really just a sliver, the new moon. Let your left shoulder blade move into the floor. Reach that left hip away. Exhale, come on back through center. Anything else you need to do before the end of your practice, feel free to do it. All right, set yourself up for your final relaxation. Shavasana. And just take some simple pranayama, if that's interesting. So just become a witness of the breath. Notice where it is in the body and see if you can smooth it out. Keep your breath easy. And with your next inhale, gently hold the breath in for a count that feels right for you. Release, exhaling. Couple recovery breaths, very easy. Don't overthink them. Hold the breath in at the top of your next inhale. Gently release. Couple recovery breaths. Then hold the breath out after this exhale. Release, inhaling. Nice, easy recovery breaths. Next exhale, hold the breath out. Release. Take a couple recovery breaths. And just drift. Let the breath go. Let the practice go. begin to bring some awareness back to the breath. Nice deep inhale in. Exhale through the mouth. Start to move the fingers and toes and do some wrist and ankle circles. Reach out through arms and legs. Exhale, draw your knees in to your chest. Maybe pick a side of the body to roll onto. And when you're ready, in your own time, making your way up to a nice, comfortable seated position. Sitting up nice and tall. She thought I was going to do a different pranayama, but we were already laying down, so. Elbows relax right underneath the shoulders. I want to invite you to take at least another 10 or 15 minutes of meditation. If that's not for you today, just take at least 3 breaths. Those of you ending your practice now, I'm just going to end with Om Shanti Shanti Shanti, peace, peace, and perfect peace. And then an Om. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. I'm going to try that again. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. If you're staying in meditation, please stay. If you're ending your practice now, namaste, third eye. Namaste. I bow to you. Thanks for playing with me. Have a beautiful day. Hope to see you again. If you're staying in meditation, just stay. I'm going to turn my camera off.